I never thought of myself as the main character in anyone's story. I was the man in the background, the clerk stacking folders, the quiet one in the corner of the office, the husband who never raised his voice, never made a scene. My name rarely mattered, until the day I opened the wrong file, or maybe the right one. It began the morning I attended Victor Hargrove's funeral. I wasn't family, not really. My wife, Claire, was his niece, and her family belonged to a different world than mine. Silk ties, marble staircases, dinners where my name was misspelled on place cards if it appeared at all. Still, she insisted I come. I sat in the back pew of the cathedral, surrounded by polished mahogany coffins of tradition and wealth, while the family filled the front rows. Next to Victor's casket sat a row of chairs reserved for his children. 3 were filled. 1 was empty. I couldn't stop staring at that vacant seat, the white ribbon across it, as if someone had been expected and never arrived. My wife leaned close and whispered, "Don't look at it." But she knew I couldn't help myself. That emptiness felt like it belonged to me. After the service, the Hargroves gathered in their ancestral estate for the reading of the will. I shouldn't have been there, but Claire insisted. "Stay quiet," she said, her hand digging into my arm, her nails painted the same color as spilled wine. "Do not embarrass me." The lawyer, a man with a voice that could cut glass, began reading. The mansion, the art collection, the companies, each carefully divided among the heirs. The family nodded, pretended not to smile too widely. Then came a pause. "To the one I've kept hidden in the margins, the one I wronged by silence, I leave the remainder of my personal estate. You'll find the details in the sealed file, marked with his name. His name. My name. I felt every head turn toward me. Claire's grip on my arm tightened until it hurt. "This must be a mistake," she hissed. But the lawyer was already sliding a thick folder across the table. My name written in bold black ink. I didn't open it then. I was too stunned, too aware of the daggers in the family's eyes. But later, alone in my apartment while Claire was away with her relatives, I broke the seal. And that was the moment my life split in two. Inside were documents, deeds, keys, letters. At first I thought it was a cruel joke, property titles, bank accounts, even a vineyard in Italy. But then there was the letter. Victor's handwriting, shaky, scrawled across yellow paper. "You were never meant to be invisible. They told me to erase you. I did, and I regret it every day. Now it is yours, if you choose to take it." I didn't understand. Invisible? Erased? Who was I to him? The file gave no clear answer, only fragments references to the son I never acknowledged. The blood they wanted denied. My heart pounded. Could it be true? Could I be Victor Hargrove's illegitimate child? Claire's family had always looked at me with thinly veiled contempt. If this was true, then I wasn't the outsider they were. I was flesh of their blood, hidden in the shadows. I didn't tell Claire that night. I hid the file beneath the floorboards. I needed time to think. But secrets have their own clock. Within days I began receiving messages, anonymous numbers, cryptic warnings. "Don't claim it. You'll regret it." Then a video file delivered to my email. I clicked, trembling. It was Victor, recorded weeks before his death. "If you are watching this," he said, his voice gravelly, eyes sunken, "it means they have silenced me. You must know the truth. My death was not natural. I was poisoned by those closest to me. And if you claim what is yours, they will come for you too." The screen went black. My reflection stared back at me, pale and shaking. I wanted to destroy the file, to burn it, to pretend I never opened it. But the weight of it pressed against my chest. For the first time in my life, I wasn't just the quiet man in the background. I was someone they feared. Claire noticed the change. She always noticed. "You're hiding something," she said one evening, her glass of wine catching the firelight. "You think I don't see it? Whatever Victor left you, it belongs to us. Don't forget that." Her smile was thin, brittle, and in that moment, I realized she already knew. Maybe she had known all along. Maybe she had married me not despite my insignificance, but because of it, because I was the key to a fortune she intended to control. I tested her. What if I said he left me? Everything. She didn't blink. She simply set down her glass and whispered. Then I would say, "Remember who has always spoken for you. You can't handle them alone, but I can." Her words chilled me more than any threat. She wasn't asking, she was claiming. Weeks passed, and the legal battle began. The Hargrove family contested the will. They claimed forgery, manipulation, madness. Every courtroom appearance was a theater of venom. I was their enemy now, and Claire, my own wife, testified against me, her voice honeyed, her lies perfectly rehearsed. I thought I would break. But then, buried deep in Victor's file, I found a second envelope. Red wax seal. Inside a USB drive. When I plugged it in, video after video appeared, conversations secretly recorded, arguments, threats, and one chilling scene. Victor confronting his eldest son, accusing him of poisoning the wine. It was undeniable, proof. The day I presented it in court, the silence was deafening. The Hargroves froze, my wife's face drained of color. For once I wasn't invisible. For once, every eye was on me, not with contempt, but with fear. The judge ruled in my favor. The inheritance was mine. The empire they had tried to bury me beneath now belonged to me. But victory tasted strange, bittersweet. Claire packed her things without a word, her heels echoing like gunshots on the marble floor of our empty apartment. "You'll never survive them," she said before she left. "You don't know how." Maybe she was right. Maybe I wasn't built for power, for boardrooms and estates. But as I stood in Victor's study, staring at the empty chair where he once sat, I thought of all the times I had been erased, overlooked, humiliated. And I realized survival was all I had ever known. This time survival meant more than breathing. It meant standing in the center of the story, no longer a ghost in the margins. The file I wasn't supposed to open had rewritten my life, and I wasn't about to close it again.